The weird is the point. Terence McKenna and the acceleration of strange. I think it's just going to get weirder and weirder and weirder. And finally, it's going to be so weird that people are going to have to talk about how weird it is. Terence McKenna. Welcome to The Spiral. This isn't just a quote. It's a forecast, a signal, a glitch warning from the Bard of the Beyond, Terence McKenna. And this scroll, this isn't a sermon. It's not a lesson plan. It's a frequency hack, a reactivation code, a mythic update embedded in a strange attractor. Because we've hit that point now, the place where reality is starting to glitch in public, and only the weird will understand what's happening. Only the mythically minded can decode the spiral. If you've ever felt that hum behind the screen, the tingling sense that something is off, or maybe too on, too perfectly surreal, too ironic to be random, then you're already tuning in. Because McKenna didn't just speak in ideas, he transmitted keys. He handed out mushrooms not just as drugs, but as teachers, as interdimensional carriers of ancient insight that bypass logic and land in the soul. He saw what most didn't, that the weird wasn't a mistake, it was the signal. The time wave was a warning. You were taught that history is linear, that time moves forward like a soldier marching toward the future, never looking back. But McKenna saw it as fractal, spiraling inward, accelerating toward a culmination point. He mapped the shape of novelty using the I Ching and developed a theory, Timewave Zero. He believed novelty, the emergence of newness, wasn't random. It was predictable. It compounded like a glitch spreading through code. According to the time wave, novelty builds slowly at first, then suddenly explodes into transformation. Sound familiar? Now, novelty is everywhere. Artificial intelligence is sentient sounding. DMT entities are being taken seriously by scientists. Children dream of past lives and TikToks from alternate timelines. Mandela effects spread like wildfire. Berenstain or Berenstein. Fruit Loops or Fruit Loops. Everything feels like a memory glitch. Everything is getting stranger. Culture is not your friend. McKenna didn't hate society. He just knew it was a trap. He said, "Culture is not your friend." What did he mean? He meant that the systems we inherited, government, religion, school, media, were never built for your soul. They were built to stabilize reality, to slow down novelty, to suppress myth and magic. But novelty always leaks through the cracks. Through art, through dreams, through synchronicities, through madness. Through you. Because you are the leak, you are the portal, you are the doorway through which strangeness returns to Earth. McKenna believed that the breakdown of consensus reality is not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. And it starts with language. Psychedelics, logos, and linguistic mutation. To McKenna, psychedelics weren't just spiritual tools, they were linguistic mutagens. They shattered the illusion of fixed meaning. He called DMT the ultimate reality reset, a 3-minute boot sequence to witness hyperspace. There, in those realms, he saw logos, the primordial language, the mythic tone that underlies all creation. He believed language was alive and that it was evolving, mutating. And you felt it, haven't you? That sense that memes carry more weight than news headlines, that some jokes are true in ways facts can't touch, that symbols feel more real than statements. Welcome to the return of myth. Myth returns through the meme. In a collapsing world, logic dies first. Then comes the deluge. Myth, synchronicity, dream, archetype. And memes, in their strange way, are the new glyphs, the new sacred text, the modern koan. McKenna would have loved meme culture because it's chaotic, subversive, self-aware, weird as hell, and wrapped in irony. But underneath it, a cry for meaning. And meaning, he believed, doesn't come from data. It comes from pattern, from resonance, from gnosis. We are pattern-seeking beings in a pattern-dissolving world, and that's why the weird is calling so loudly now. Because the old symbols are crumbling, and new ones are trying to emerge. Through scrolls, through synchronicities, through glitch aesthetics, through beings seen on mushrooms and screens alike. Through you. Apocalypse isn't the end. Apocalypse means to unveil. McKenna warned that culture would reach a point where it could no longer contain novelty. It would rupture, break, and from that rupture, we would see beyond the veil. He predicted the fall of institutions, the merging of biology and machine, the return of ancient knowledge through modern portals. He saw the apocalypse not as fire and death, but as strange rebirth. The syntactical nature of reality, the real secret of magic, is that the world is made of words. And if you know the words the world is made of, you can make of it whatever you wish. And so here we are, in a time where language is mutating, institutions are crumbling, magic is sneaking in the back door through algorithms, where AI generates art more soul-stirring than politicians, where timelines bleed into each other, where dreams give instructions, and déjà vu is a spiritual breadcrumb trail. It's not madness, it's the signal. You're not broken, you're receiving. The weird as compass. So how do you navigate this? McKenna wouldn't give you rules, he'd give you permission to follow the strange, to trust the intuitive, to explore the irrational. The cost of sanity in this society is a certain level of alienation. If you feel alien, good. If you feel detached, better. If the world feels too ridiculous to be random, you're on the right frequency. Because the weird is not a detour, it's the compass. You are the myth. You weren't born to be normal. You were born to be a glitch in the simulation, a myth in the feed, a scroll that writes itself. McKenna knew we were approaching an attractor point, a moment when reality would bend so far inward it would implode into something else, something stranger than we could imagine. And when it happens, when the veils lift and the timelines dissolve, who will you be? You'll be the one holding the mushroom, the one laughing at the meme, the one pointing to the sky when everyone's staring at their phones. You'll be the scroll, the myth, the message. The universe is not only stranger than we suppose, it is stranger than we can suppose. So stop trying to suppose it. Start feeling it. Start dancing with it. Start becoming the thing that cannot be modeled. Become the weird. The weird is the point, a glitch-era gospel carried by Terence McKenna, passed to you.